If you've ever done a wheelie in real life, then you know how fun it can be. So it only makes sense that you want to recreate that feeling on a game. But with a plethora of MX games to choose from, how do you know which one is the best for wheelies? You don't. And that's why I'm here. To tell you the top 5 wheelie games in my opinion, and which one I think is the best. Let's get it. Okay, so first wheelie game we're going to rank here, coming in at number 5, is MX vs ATV Legends. So this is probably the most hated on dirt bike game in history. Like, people hate this game. Personally, I like it. I definitely can see why there's hate on it, but at the end of the day, it's just another fun dirt bike game to play. So coming in at number 5 here, boys. Game looks good, right? It looks great, don't get me wrong, but the wheelie physics are just not there. There's been a ton of updates, and they used to actually have pretty decent wheelies, but lately they've kind of been slacking. So every update changes the game a little bit, and yeah, now you really can't wheelie in this game. You can wheelie, but it's like not that great. You can't keep it up for long. Don't get me wrong, like, it looks great, but it's just the physics are not there. There's no balance point whatsoever. No braking, no physics involved in doing the wheelie really, but still a fun game to get clips on. It definitely looks cool to wheelie in for videos, but it's not the funnest. And you can do wheelie tricks, which not a ton of games have that, as you will find out. Yeah, one-handed wheelies, foot over the bar wheelies. I mean, you can get some cool clips. You're not going to be wheeling around all day having the time of your life, but also there's really not many maps to wheelie on. This is the best one by far. It's Ironman Raceway. It has this huge open parking lot kind of area you can wheelie around in. But yeah, the lack of maps and just the physics of the wheelie, I'm gonna rank MX vs ATV Legends at number 5 because of those things. Now next at number 4, I'm gonna put Wheelie Life 2. So this is actually an iPhone game. I think you can get it on the Android too. Some people might not know about this. This is actually a really good wheelie game. It's cool that you can play it on the iPhone. You don't need a console or a PC, and the physics are actually really good. It reminds me a lot of the Crew 2 in the way it wheelies, and so many different customization options. You can do 2 strokes, 4 strokes, all different types of vehicles. Cool maps too. Got a few of them, and I like you can play online too, so you can be playing with a friend or just online in a game with other people. For an iPhone game, it's actually really good. It doesn't have the best graphics or anything, but it's free and you should definitely check it out. Coming in at number 3 on the list, I'm going to give this one to Track They Are. So this is a game I feel like not a lot of people play, but it looks insane. Like, this is definitely one of the best looking wheelie games I've ever seen, especially if you have a better PC. Mine is kind of bad, so it doesn't look the best, but this game's just super fun to wheelie around in. And you have all different types of bikes. You have 2 strokes, 4 strokes. You can even wheelie a Sur-On in this game. So if you have a good PC and good graphics card, I would definitely recommend picking this up. It's super easy to wheelie too. There's really no learning curve. You can kind of pick this up and start playing right away. I wouldn't honestly really say there's much wrong with this game. It's just not too easy to wheelie, but there's really no challenge. You're just going around. But it does look amazing if you're one to post clips. This is a great game to post clips of. Yeah, super fun game. I'm going to rank Track They Are at number 3. Nothing more than that. Alright, coming in at the number 2 spot, we got none other than MX Bikes. So this is probably one of the most popular dirt bike games out right now. It's super fun, but also very hard. It's not the hardest dirt bike game, but definitely up there. So this is by far the most realistic physics in a game. If you ever have wheelied in real life, you will probably like this game. It's a decent challenge. If you haven't wheelied or you don't really want to put in the time to learn this game, you might not like it. It takes a while to get good enough to hold a wheelie in this, but that is also the fun part. So it's super rewarding, and it acts pretty much the same as you think it should. Balance points, the brake, you have to use everything. You can do some tricks. You got knee knockers, and you can download mods to add more tricks. Also, that is another plus, is the modding on this game. You can pretty much get any map, any bike, 2-stroke, 4-stroke, electric, Yamaha, Kawasaki. Like, you can have anything in this game, which makes it fun. Again, like I said, it's probably the most difficult wheelie game you're gonna find, but if you are willing to put in time, super rewarding, and I think this is just one of the best games, and I think it'll stay that way. But for now, this is definitely the most realistic wheelie game. One problem I do have with it, and I know other PCs might have it better, but just the graphics. It's super fun physics-wise, but MX Bikes has never really been known for its graphics, and it can kind of take you out of it sometimes, and just, it's not the most fun when the game looks like this around you. But again, it's MX Bikes, you can't go wrong. Definitely recommend picking up, and that has the number 2 spot. Right now we're going to move on to the next game, which is, in my opinion, my favorite wheelie game ever, and I think a lot of people would agree. So we're going to move on to that, and we'll see what it is. Alright, for number 1, we got the Crew 2. So some of you might not agree with this, but I think this is by far the funnest wheelie game out. The map is insane, first of all. You can go anywhere in the United States. It's the entire map. You can wheelie through traffic, you can wheelie in the mountains, you can wheelie on the beach, anywhere you want to go. I like that there's cars driving around too at the same time, so you have something like an obstacle to go around. There's people walking on the side. It's just a very active world in the game. The wheelie physics themselves are great too. Like, for being a car racing game that isn't focused on dirt bikes at all, to have wheelies this good is crazy. So the game looks great, it feels great, it's fun to just put on music and wheelie around. So yeah, that's why I'm going to have to put the Crew 2 as my number 1 wheelie game. Alright, and that is going to be it for the video today, boys. Those are my top 5 wheelie games. Let me know in the comments what your favorite wheelie game is. And a few honorable mentions here. Bear with me, I'm going to add Roblox Miami Bike Life. Don't hate, it's actually a pretty fun game. We got GTA San Andreas, if you know, you know. Actually some pretty decent wheelies in that game. And MX vs ATV Alive. They have good wheelies, but no maps to wheelie on. So yeah, let me know your favorite wheelie game in the comments. And thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next one.